Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I have got game 1 of a best of 3 between AcerNerchio, who is the blue Zerg player in the top right, and KingCobra, who is the red Protoss in the lower left. The map, of course, is Shakura's Plateau, one of the oldest maps in the ladder pool, and it is of course a PvZ. So this should be a really sweet game. Nerchio is well known to a lot of players. He's a really good guy, and KingCobra will be known to people who watch more of the online tournaments and things like that. He's competed in a lot of those and is quite well known in the community, but obviously I wouldn't say to the same level as Nerchio is. So meanwhile we've got Cobra. He's going down for that fast expansion, which would be crazy not to do on this map. I mean, Shakura's Plateau, it basically gives you your natural. The only way this natural could be easier to take if it was like here in your base. But to be fair, he's going to have such a nice time defending it. He'll probably even go Nexus first. Nerchio, on the other hand, will go for a 14 or 15 pull most likely. He'll then take his natural, and then this is where he hits the problems. He'll try and take his third, but the problem with that is this third base is quite a long way away. It can be a little awkward to defend. It can get cannoned, it can get cannoned from up here. Basically, there's just so many different ways things can go wrong. And actually, surprisingly, Cobra not going for that fast expansion, but actually going for the Forge first as opposed to a Nexus first, which doesn't matter hugely, it's a bit more safe, but be interesting to see how it plays out. Now, this single probe is out, holding the watchtower, just keeping an eye for what's going down. We've got Nerchio with, it was a 14 pull, and essentially everything going pretty damn normal, and I don't blame Cobra for going for a slightly safer build. It's probably the smart thing to do. That probe is just going to sit around there and see what is going on. May come down to try and block the expansion, but really unless it throws down a pylon, it's only for a couple of seconds in most cases. So what else can we expect coming down here? Well, there's no sign of an expansion yet out of Cobra, but there goes down a pylon, and are we going to see a complete wall off? That is always a possibility, but a second drone is being pulled now to be safe. Obviously, that pylon is always a bit of a risk, because once that comes down, we're probably going to see a cannon chucked down. There we go. So we've got the double pylon and the photon cannon. That's going to be exceptionally difficult to take out. One pylon cancelled straight away, and this is why so many maps see that supply depot chucked down here, because now we have a complete wall off from Cobra, and Nerchio is not going to be expanding anytime soon, and this is going to make him incredibly sad face. A second pylon coming down here, and basically this is going to be near impossible to take out until the queens come down, and even a photon cannon coming up on the high ground. So this is now going to be a right nightmare for Nerchio to deal with. Basically, Nerchio can have to play this so well. The double photon cannon on the high ground, this is going to take pretty much forever to take down. Essentially, the queen can't easily come over because these cannons give vision of the high ground and will allow this cannon to attack. And really, this could be a very quick game. I mean, Nerchio's going to have to defend this so well, and Cobra just needs to expand behind this, and he's going to be in a great spot. The probe does get taken out, though, so no more cannons will be coming up. This is a great contain. There's no way for this probe to actually make it in, unfortunately. But the Cybercore on its way down, and really, the Minnow is just waiting. The probe, they're waiting to get more units. We do have another pylon coming down just as a secondary backup. And essentially, we're going to see Nerchio have to really think outside the box here, because being stuck on one base is never where you want to be as a Zerg. There's so little you can do. He's getting a macro hatch down just to try and keep his money low and also keep up economically somehow. But for the moment, we've got the Overlord there. We do have about 250 minerals, so hopefully we will see Cobra get up there sometime. That probe trying to get through and being like, I'm too fat. But that is a beautiful little trick there. I didn't even know you could do that, but that was funky. Like, that was really cool. I did not know that was even possible, but there we go with Cobra showing me something new every day. Now, that probe is going to get trapped now, most probably. The Zerglings are able to pin it back, and that was a bit of a shame to lose that there after doing something quite so beautiful. The Warp Gate tech is on its way, and so far, Cobra not even expanding behind this. Happy to stay on one base v one base. And, of course, the lair is now done. The Rotoron on its way out, but what can Nerchio do? I mean, he's been so well contained. A Stalker's on its way out now, and basically that Stalker can be such a nightmare. The Nidus network, This is genius. You can always go and Nidus your opponent. If you can't get out of your base conventionally, get out of it via Nidus network, and this game is promising to be completely funky and awesome right now, and I just love this. I love games which don't follow the more orthodox play styles, and it just gives you so much more to watch. These spine crawlers are going to be essential. They can creep forward and start dealing damage to these cannons, and really once those two cannons are taken out, then Nerchio can clear out things here easily by just sacking from the high ground, but it's going to be tough either way. He needs to engage these cannons soon, but not too soon. Too soon, and he basically has a big problem with the fact that he won't have enough stuff, and he'll take big losses even if he does take them out. But of course, Warp Gate tech is now finished, but the Warp Gates haven't actually been converted yet. They should be any second. Otherwise, it's a bit of a mistake. But here we go. They are warping in, and there's Nerchio with the leave. Nerchio clearly not impressed with this playstyle at all. But to be honest, he's contained absolutely brilliantly. And in a tournament environment, I have no problem with a cannon rush or anything like that. I think it's a very viable strategy, and if it gives you that psychological advantage, it's all great. But in come all of these roaches from the Nidus network, and this is now where Cobra has problems, because he's only got those, well, 4 stalkers, the Queen even over dropping that creep tumor, and KingCobra with "you really smart" and leaves the game. So that was a great defense by Nerchio, just showing the sometimes thinking outside the box wins you the game. So, thumbs up the video, that'd be awesome. Subscribe, new top level games up every day. Leave a cool comment, and then flick over to my channel to find game 2. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.